Hi folks, going live. Can you hear me? You can't hear tornado sirens now. Can you hear the hail? Might be able to see it. Hello? Here, take a look. The man parked next to me. Look at that hill. It ain't that big, it's pea size. Hi Cindy, hi gas pump. I'll say bye now. I'm staying on here, but if there's a big old train sound, you know, it found me. Sorry guys. Let's see. Oh, that's crazy. I seen it a while ago. Let me get some defrost on here. I can't even stick my head out the window. The tornado sirens went off a couple minutes ago. They blasted for about 10 minutes, maybe. Hang on. So I'm taking cover in the middle of the parking lot. Hang on folks, let me check this out. Keep watching. I'm sorry, but I can't. See the lightning? There's some lightning for you, Rob. You guys seen that strike earlier. Maybe I got it, maybe not. It always gets quieter before the storm really hits. But the wind come ripping through and it was cold. You know, it was almost 70 degrees today. Hey Anthony, glad you enjoyed the party. Tornado warnings, well, watch or whatever they call it when the sirens go off. For another 20 minutes, maybe. I'm getting all kinds of phone calls. Let's see what they want to tell me. Hang on, hang on, hang on. You did what now?
Under the gas station, I fixed the window.
Oh, I'm fine. Anything else?
No, but there's 3 inches of water on the ground, and I want to.
Hello, can anybody hear me? You saw lightning, cool. It was nice here today, nothing like that. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Hi, do you pronounce it Zainab? Hi, Angular Cerrito? Sita, Angular Sita. I'm sorry. A little lightning there, bud. Wow, that's pretty cool. What is that, dancing hearts there? That look like red hearts with blue hands. Apparently on the other side of me, there's 3 inches of water going across the parking lot, and there were some carts flying around. Of course, I didn't get all that. Oh, that's on the outside, of course. Well, anything else going on? Okay, he's copying something. Oh. Oh, that's cool. I don't know why they're copying you, but I see hearts and things going up the side. Just to recap, for the next 15 minutes or so, still in their tornado warning or watch, the sirens went off. The wind came ripping through. The rain came in here. 91 in Southern California, way to rub it in. You know, tomorrow it's going to be like, I don't know, 5 below. It was something like, whoa, that's some lightning. So it was something like about 70 degrees today. So anybody else want to tell us how warm it was or cold where you're at? I know this ain't... If you tuned in, you missed the hail that came through. Hi Kay and Junior, how you doing? Maybe some of our regulars will say hi to some of the new folks. Defrost. I've been through a couple of tornadoes. If a Trister comes nearby, are you going to get it for us on the video? Or are you going to hide? I'll drive right into it. Well, maybe not. I ain't got much place to hide, so no. I don't think I'll be ducking cover. I kid you not. 15 minutes ago I was sweating. $70 and a little windy. Well, you know, hi new folks. I like that, Cindy. That's cute. And we got happy faces and parrots and thumbs up. I don't see anybody doing any twisters. That'd be cool. Probably get copyrighted. Chubby Chase, the twist. But man, yes, now the skies look more green or gray now, but earlier, right at the very beginning and before I came on live, green. And they weren't solid like they are right now. Yeah, I sure got that, but I thought maybe getting gas was more... Wow, did you see that, Rob? I know you like that lightning stuff. Been to the left of the screen. And that was a strike. You hear that thunder? Now, I hope you ain't too disappointed if a tornado don't come through and wipe me off the face of the earth. But the way my fortune's been going, that's probably in the cards. Guilty Pleasure TV. What does that mean? That's just something that came up. Said add question answer. Guilty Pleasure TV. I don't think so. I like to have Family Channel here. Was thunder or a Dodge going by? Earlier, the Dodge Durango. Oh, if you don't, my antenna's shaking pretty good still on my truck, by the way, right now. The wind's still blowing. Let's see if I can capture that. I don't know. Can you see it shaking? It don't look so. It don't look like. There it is. Yeah. Hey, Jose Hernandez. I agree with you. If he didn't, I wouldn't be here today. You hear that? It's not a Dodge going by, Anthony. Not even thunder. It's God making another strike at the bowling alley. Grandpa used to tell me that. Oh, I didn't know he was running. Yeah, I guess I did know that. Yeah, Dodge Dart. A great improvement over the original transmission. Also, the guy was pulling out of the store, right? And he backed right back into his slot. His upper radiator hose came off. I carry a few tools with me, enough for him to tighten up his hose clamp. That's all. That's what happened there. That was earlier. See, look. Oh, is that why you said that, Mr. Hernandez? Yes. Here, let me zoom in. That is Jesus on my antenna. You know, one of those little Jesus, mini Jesus. Oh my goodness. He's rotated a little bit on the antenna. Yeah, it'd be a big improvement. That last pop was my back because I'm leaning across the seat trying to get some video. Whew. Lots of excitement. Here, take a look at that. Don't mind the cracks in the windshield. That's another story. See the clouds moving by? They were coming in a circular motion, you know, a big circle. Let me check to see if there's a... I get an update on the weather. Yep, Jesus is hanging out up there on the antenna. You think little Jesus is going to be my tornado warning, huh? Hello? They're not even answering. Try somebody else. It is Sunday. Now earlier Cindy said about the verse, Matthew 18:20, was that it? Where two or more gather in his name. thunder rolls. Hello, anything new on the weather? The rain's gonna be around us for at least another hour, folks. What else? Longer than that? Okay. So much for stopping where we're going to stop. What about the tornado warning? The siren stopped a while ago, huh? Oh my goodness. You think we're out of it? Isn't that what they always say after the in the horror movie, right before everything goes to? Well, I understand it's not dark clouds. Yeah. Okay, talk with you later. Okay, folks. Anybody out there want me to keep this going? Anybody out there? Have y'all tuned out? Well, according to the weather check, we got 10 more minutes. Here's some lightning for you, Rob. We got 10 more minutes of this tornado warning, but it is getting lighter now. I might check to see if I can find out where it touched down, if it did, and then head over that way. There's the thunder. Hey, Anthony, you're still watching. Cool. You know, Anthony, I'm in between you and Rob. Hey, everybody, thanks for the thumbs up. It says it got 10 people. I don't know if that means 10 current or what. Oh, listen to poor Rob. Wait a minute. Butter blocks? Hey, I'm saying hi back to you. Victor Butterblocks. Look at that, man. Look at the water coming off my roof. That's crazy. The wind's changed direction. See, Jesus shaking the other direction now. Hey, everybody, let's get out the world's smallest violin. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you here. Oh, I got 10 watchers. That's what that means. Okay, thanks, Anthony. Anyway, poor Rob has to be driving along the coast with 90-degree weather. He might be breaking a sweat. Beautiful sunlight. Nice ocean. One time I was in California, it was gray. It wasn't the greatest weather. So, but those are stories for another time. All I gotta say, don't make a wrong turn and end up in Oakland. Let's see what Victor has to say. Tornadoes are like disasters. Tornadoes destroy everything, and I'm in Maryland, Parkville. Oh, you're in Parkville, Maryland? Maryland, Parkville. State of Maryland. Do y'all get tornadoes out there? What I was saying, Anthony, this is headed your way, you know that. So, however long it takes. Weather generally moves like this from west to east. Well, hey, Peter. How you doing? Everybody, Peter, he's a long distance guy from what I can tell. He's across that little ocean there. If you want to say where he's at, we'll let him do that. Hear the thunder? Well, I'm glad you put, no, don't put up a U-turn sign, make a right turn or left turn. The U-turn brings it back to me. Yeah, it's not headed your way. You're right, Peter. To go over another time, it was green. I think I got some of that. We had some hail coming down. I got that. Yeah, Peter's on the party. And we got some new folks with us too. We always like that. Anyway, I would say in another 5 minutes. Sorry, folks. I'm a little under the weather. As long as I'm not under a tornado weather, that's okay. What we're doing is looking at Jesus. And you know what? That warning is gone. So, I ain't the only one. Man, it definitely lightened up since earlier. You know, Anthony, I never thought about calling you Tony. I don't know why. You're not Italian, are you? I mean, you know how those Italian Sicilian guys are. Ain't that right, Rob? You answered to everything. Just don't call me late for dinner. That's all I gotta say. And I think in a little bit that's where I'm headed off to. Unless we see something different. It's kind of fun, actually. Mostly hillbilly. Okay. I like that. Yeah, bring me some lasagna, man, Rob. That sounds good. I bet you got a great recipe. I thought I'd get a little more rise out of you, man. Anybody see anything? I'm too busy looking at the screen. There's Jesus on the antenna. How you like that, Peter? Peter the Great. Let's see what else we see. Well, there's a cop over there. Matter of fact, I think there's a cop on the other side. We're shorting everyone's name, give them a nickname. Well, I noticed that. Mate, isn't that Australian? Well, Cindy, you see the birds and the bees, the boy meets a girl, and they become mates. I don't think that's what Mr. Peter is referring to. Yeah, don't get arrested. Well, it's been a while. Right, Cindy? Yeah, it just might be another story. Some true, some not. Hey, I got company. See, look at that water running off my windshield. See it? It's coming off my roof. I was telling the young couple the other day, I said, you know what? That was just me accidentally hitting my ceiling. I said, you know, those decades go by fast. Oh, well, I'll let you know if I need some bail money. So, well, that ties in with what I was going to say. They were like 20 years old, madly in love, and I said, hey, whatever you do, enjoy life. It's too short as it is. And go have fun. Don't get arrested. And if you do, make sure somebody has the bail money to pop you out of there. And whatever you do, don't hurt anybody along the way. Because what you do today, you gotta live with for the rest of your life. Probably into eternity. Can I get amen, Sister Cindy? I'm having a little fun with this. It can mean good or bad depending on how you say it. Other stuff we say, and some never get. Oh, the mate thing. I always thought that was a good thing, like friend. Might as well. Yeah, I might as well wipe that window down. I turned off. Hey man, gasoline. I watched it jump 30 cents. I'm serious. And that's just in the last couple of days. Last week, it's up over 65 cents now, higher than what it was. Sister Cindy has chimed in with amen. How about Brother Anthony? Who's going to pass the offering plate? Peter will be glad to collect it along with the other junk, right, Peter? If you all knew, we're just having fun. Oh yeah, you can pay for gas. Rob, I don't know, Peter might beat you out. Of course, we'd have to convert it from liters to gasoline. So I think 2 liters is a gallon, if I remember right, more or less. I don't remember. $5 a gallon for regular gas right now. How much you paying for diesel? I'm at $3.59 for gas and $4.59 for diesel. 2 days ago, I kid you not. Maybe it was yesterday even. I took a picture and it was $3.29 for gasoline. And I think diesel was about $1 higher. Yeah, see, Anthony wants to know. Cindy says, holy moly, Rob. Cindy, have you been out and bought any fuel? Because it's going up quite a bit. You know, I called gas station and it says $2.99 a gallon, right? That's sad when $2.99 is cheap. And then he goes, I don't know, sir. We've been $3.29 for 3 or 4 days. Well, somebody on Gas Buddy, that's an app, posted 12 minutes ago, he was at $2.99. And then I pulled over at a gas station that somebody had posted. It was also $3.14. BP, British Petroleum, they got good gas. They got that extra cleaning stuff in it. And I got up there, I go, oh great. It said $2.86. I pulled in there. They went out of business. They covered up the handles of plastic, or maybe just out of gas. See what we got. Diesel fuel, $6.50 a gallon. California now and rising. And diesel is, and it's 375 liters. Oh, it's 3.75 liters? Holy cow, that means you're spending $10 a gallon. It's going up nearly $1 for you. Gas is almost 4 and 5. Yeah, we're right behind you, Cindy, on that at $3.59 and $4.59. Okay, folks. Well, she pretty much just said that, Rob. Okay, folks. Here's a little political history lesson. I ain't talking about Democrats and Republicans or whatever you want to call them. What I'm talking about, President Trump needed to get our country back together. I don't care if you like him or not. Just bear with me on this, okay? Got the economy going strong for the moment. We produce the most oil in the world now, more than anybody in OPEC, more than Saudi Arabia. Only about 7 to 8% of the oil going through the Strait of Hormuz, however you pronounce it, is going to the Western world. The rest of it's going to Asia. Well, we got some friends in Japan. I don't really think China's our friend. The green BS here. Yes, we're trying to get rid of that green BS here in our country. We'll see how it works. So, we kind of pull out of that war in Minnesota, right? You can't have that going on at home when you're going to invade another country. Whatever. So we spanked Venezuela, and we are spanking still Iran. Now, I don't, moment of silence. I mean, 6 of our military, I'm assuming airmen, were killed in a crash in Iraq. They flew a tanker and it's refueling. Oh, Katie Hobbs, I know that name. She was chewing Newsom a brand new hole because she was mad because you all get your oil from your gasoline primarily from Southern California. Bakersfield is pretty much shut down because the oil pipeline, and 3, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it's 2, but 3 of the California refineries have shut down up north. To be more correct, 1 is shut down and 2 of them has switched over to light sweet crude. Southern California is thick. It's like tar, just about, liquid tar. And then you just can't. I think one of them actually switched over to biodiesel, something like that. Anyway, the point is you just can't switch back and forth at a flip of the switch. Newsom is driving them out of California. And what happens in California drags down the rest of the country to a certain extent. Our lot keeps saying that all is doing and following Newsom. Why would anybody follow Newsom? I think the highest tax right now is 79 cents a gallon, and that's for gasoline, and that's in California. Per gallon. There's a lot of folks around 50 cents. What you have? No, I don't think it stays in California. Well, California is its own country, and please separate. Make yourself the California island with the next earthquake. I don't want anybody killed, but and we'd be all right. 49 states. We just make Venezuela our 50th state. You know what I mean? Seems like a good trade. So, California is a beautiful place. Redwoods, sequoias, all kinds of natural beauty. People have mismanaged it. Now, Mr. Rob here, he's not a Newsom fan. Well, we got a lot of sad faces and laughing faces. Yeah, head south. I guess it would be south going over to you. And a little bit to the west, Peter. Anyway, as I mentioned before, that Crocus Island was the next to be hit, and they hit that yesterday. And we just bombed the little airstrip, put some holes in it. And hopefully the Iranians haven't figured it out. In World War II, we'd take expanded metal, heavy duty, and put it in place and just slop in some more concrete, and they could land those old fighter planes, prop planes. They'd have the place up and running in less than 24 hours. Yeah, let's have Governor Peter Shelton. P.S. No BS. That'll be a campaign motto. Newsom needs to be removed immediately. If not before, Rob. Yeah. Well, anyway, so the only state in the country that's a net importer of oil, petroleum products, is California. It's coming from overseas. Man, that's rocking my truck, man. I drive a Super Duty. Today, gasoline's too expensive, folks. I ain't gonna run my heater. Besides, I seem to be warm-blooded recently. Must be that lizard blood in me, you know, from planet Uranus. By the way, Uranus, look it up. It's in Missouri. Uranus, Missouri. It's not really a place, but it's kind of an off-color, humorous place. And be the butt of every joke. I'll just put that away. He can join Albo and Bowen are green idiots. Well, now we got names. You know, folks, we often call our opponents on the other side on the political map idiots. That's fine. You can't usually call them stupid because they are smart. You know, President Clinton was a Rhodes Scholar. He just didn't use it for good. You know, most Rhodes Scholars, RHODES, are liberals. Less than 10% are conservative. And I knew one that was conservative. She could solve the Wheel of Fortune puzzle before they even put up any valves or anything. No letters. She just looked at it. Wow, lightning. Anybody see that? Well, Rob's driving it up and down the highways. Okay. I want to make sure I understood you right, Mr. P.S. One gallon equals how many liters? Yep, 3.785. Man, you are spending $10 a gallon. And Rob's crying about $5 a gallon. And I'm crying about $3.60 a gallon. Okay. He can just, Rob, we like me running the joint big changes. Yeah, I bet you would be, mate. He thought with the wrong head. Is that what you meant by heading south? I can't resist that. Yeah, that's trouble. You don't want to underestimate your opponent. He'll win every time. A lot of folks underestimated Trump. but they seem to be boxing them in here and there. Oh, by the way, over there at Strait of Hormuz, here goes the zip-a-doo-dah. Oh, Clinton and Monica, yeah. I heard she really sucked at her job. Oops, did I say that out loud? You want to move? So do I. Tell you what, I got some acreage. You bring up your, whatever, hunting apparel. Move in. Peter for President, USA. I didn't. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the point is, if the Japanese want to protect their ships, they have to send some of their navy over. I know they're an ally. And what's the other? Same thing for China. He invited them all over today. Bring the ships in there. It shuts them up about criticizing us. Why should we have to flip the bill for everything? You know, we're paying for the dinner. That's thousands of military targets being hit in Iran. All they have to do is bring the hors d'oeuvres, the dessert, you know. Y'all remember those nice meals after church or the baseball game when the kids got together? Everybody brings something. Those are fun times. Wow, I don't know if y'all can see anything now. But everybody pitched in and brought something. Hey Rob, that's over 280,000 miles. Starts right up. And when it's 9 degrees below zero tomorrow, it might take to Tuesday to get that far down. Guess what? She'll still start. She won't now that I bragged on it. Lucas Additives. She was half good at one thing. Ducking was Harris. My phone can't talk like this, Cindy says. Potluck, yeah. Whoa, that was a nice lightning flash. I'm trying to get it cleared off a little bit. Put some heat off the vents. Yeah, potluck dinners, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. Always great. Okay, here's a story for you. Man, that vibrated in my truck and I didn't even put in a quarter or 50 cents. But here's a story for you. When my kids were in Cub Scout, they had a fundraiser and whatever, gathering, and they had a pie eating contest. It was free to enter. And those little ladies definitely knew how to bake, rest their souls, because by now they've had to go on to their eternal reward. Anyway, I'm sitting there with my pie. I said, you mean it don't cost me anything yet? Nope. I might even win that $50 prize? Maybe. So I'm sitting there eating nice and slow, enjoying that pie. I didn't really care about anything else. And everybody's laughing at me, and then all of a sudden I notice that they're kind of leaning back, go, oh. Somebody says, oh my God, I think the old man's going to win. I was a lot younger then. So these teenagers, one 34-year-old, I won. I got delicious pie, I enjoyed it, and I got a $50 gift certificate. I think it's Home Depot, Lowe's, I don't remember. I've slept since then. You know, you can have your pie and eat it too. Peter says, was it American pie? No, this church function. It was a nice apple pie, homemade crust, had a lattice going across the top of it. I think they call that Dutch apple or French apple. And it was delicious. And I was drinking milk with it. Because they give you something to drink, you don't choke. So I'm having a big old pie. The kind you get at the wholesale club, the pumpkin pie. Not quite that, but the apple pie. I don't know how many inches across. Oh, I got a story to tell you about inches. Apple pie is your favorite. I love apple pie. I like cherry pie as well. Pumpkin pie, chocolate pie, chocolate pudding pie. That's chocolate pudding gravy, chocolate gravy. That's something different. Oh man, it's good. Sop it up with some bread. And went to a Mexican restaurant. I know. Now listen close. Talk about thinking with the wrong head. We ordered the 10-inch long burritos and chimichangas. It was shorter than the length of the fork, okay? So I told the waitress, I go, I know your cook has to be a guy. And she goes, well, yes, how do you know? And I go, overestimating size. And she just looked at me. I don't think she understood a lot of English, but that's all right. Wow. I was looking out the front window then. That's interesting. Folks, I think it's kicking up again. Anybody else hear that? I might step outside. Okay, have a great evening. Okay, you're welcome for the chuckles. Take care. You know, the important frozen bread and pastry done from the U.S. Oh, really? I've been kind of backing off from that stuff, eating more right. Six is really 12? Well, in that case, it's at least 10. That's all it was. It wasn't that big around either. I thought about saying, hey, size does matter. But I thought somebody might take that the wrong way. It was good. It's just sparse. And it costs 50% more than this mom and pop place I know of. Oh, man. They serve it on a platter, an oval shaped plate. And it's as long as the plate is long. And it's big around. I gotta be real hungry to eat all of it at one setting. And, you know what? It's 2/3 the price. But I ain't nowhere near that place. Goodbye, gas pump. He's saying goodbye to somebody else, I guess. I don't touch too much junk. Junk burrito? I don't know. Can you hear that wind? Hey, Rob or Peter, can you hear me? Oh my goodness, I've been on here for a while. it's shaking my truck. The wind's still blowing through. But you know, when temperature's going to drop 70 degrees in 24 hours or less, bound to be windy. Well, the tornado, the siren stopped before I even started video, and the warning lasted a little longer, but the warning was over. Oh, what time is it? Half an hour ago now. Been on for 50 minutes. That's a long time for me. What I think I might do. How many folks we still got on? We got 3. And we know it isn't. I bet Anthony's probably on there. Anthony, Rob, and Peter, right? That's probably it. Yep, there's Anthony. There's Peter. Who's number 3? Well, if it isn't Rob, we sure like to know. You see, Rob left the last comment right before Peter and Anthony. It's a secret. Yeah, I bet he's got a. I wonder how many bodies would fit in the back of his Cadillac. I mean, to sneak into driving movies, of course. I'm not implying anything, just having a little fun. I grew up with a bunch of Sicilians. Not right next door, but we'll leave it at that. Snuck a few into the movie, Anthony. You're a rebel, I tell you. Oh yeah, not the shredder. Good one, Peter. And what I was going to say was, oh, you know what happened, guys? I thought he was saying bye to Cindy. He said, tornado, better take cover. Don't touch. Hey, he said goodbye a while ago. So, yeah, you know those West Coast guys, they just can't hang. Midwest guys, at least this one doesn't hang too well anymore. As far as staying up late and getting up early. Ain't no need of that. Yeah. Oh. Now who disappeared? It says 2 on here. He's still here. I can't talk bad about him. I might end up in the trunk. Anyway, I'm downtown. Or well, to me it's downtown. Concrete jungle. We were just on the way to go see somebody. And I thought, well, better get some gas before it jumps another 50 cents. Yep, gas pump is here. Anthony's here. Now we're back up to 3 again. Tornado. We ain't got no tornado yet. Let me see here. I'll just Google it myself. Rob, you did catch it that Peter's paying about $10 a gallon, U.S. gallon. Because I believe it's $2.85 a liter. $2.9 times 3.7. That comes out to $10.73. Man, I'd have to ride a bicycle. I think I'll step outside the vehicle and see what we can find. There's other people pulled off, and heck, they got their phones out too. Hang on a minute. I'm kind of stuck. It's going to go black a moment, but I'll be here. Not quite black. I just laid the phone down. Oh, jeez. Weather radar. Well, it looks like we got some more coming in. Sorry about that, guys. It's all yellow, a little bit of green. The red and pink line is east of us. Looks like there's some red coming in here, probably about an hour. Oh my goodness. Then there's 2 bands of snow. I really didn't think they'd do that. Wind advisory. Oh, well, the snow won't be here in 3 hours. I don't know when it'll get here. It's kind of trailing to the north. That's all right with me. Step out a minute. Oh, I see some flashing lights. Oh, ooh, ooh. I'm getting out. Yeah, I'm leaving my keys in. Oh, it's chilly. It's still raining. Anybody see anything in the sky I don't see? Come on. Oh. My goodness. Man, that wind is ripping. Jeez. Okay, folks, guess what? Anybody still out there? I mean, it's okay. We got some lights. If I can zoom in. See, that makes it official when there's lights. I bet you he might be a cop. Oh, wait a minute. We got some other folks. Hang on. I just got back in, guys. Drenched here in Hawaii. Wow. Hello, Ruganumi. Sorry if I mispronounced it. Hello to Hawaii. Hey, how much are you paying for gas there? Hi, Peter. Peter's still here. I'm okay, if you're asking me. But man, I tell you what, it is rocking my truck. Not just one way or the other, but back and forth. Hi, Anthony. Hey, Mr. Hawaii or Mrs. Hawaii. Earlier, we determined that Peter at about $11 a gallon equivalents has the highest gas prices. California has, what did you say, Rob? $5.50 a gallon, something like that. I'm going to need a bigger boat, I guess. Yep. Are you doing a slow barge movement over here, you know, to help the other guy out with, you know, relocating some of his stuff yet? Because it looks like he could just float on inland to the Midwest. It's crazy, man. We're going to be at negative digits, single digits, plus the wind chill. And in California, it's going to be 93 degrees or something like that. You might be soon. All right. I like how you spell might. As I mentioned before, I find it interesting. We all speak English, kind of, right? 95 by Thursday out there. I don't know what's supposed to be here on Thursday. I don't pay much attention. Can y'all hear that wind? And that's with my truck doors shut. I mean, I'm not concerned. It's just impressive that the wind is hitting me. And honestly, the wind is probably hitting pretty much dead on one side of my vehicle. Judging, see the tree limbs? Watch this. I don't know what this guy over here is doing. Maybe this place is closed. I don't think so. Let me check. If it's closed or closing, I'm going to have to shut down and get going. There's the sirens. It says it's open. Oh, I see. The main store's closing. Here, take a look. There's an ambulance. Hope they're all right. Not bad for over 280,000 miles. I put at least 50 of that on in the last 3 years. Probably the last 2 years. It's 34 degrees Celsius. I understand. You're about as warm as Rob then. Negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Convert to Celsius. It's still rocking. Not as much. Okay, so in Celsius, I'll be at negative 23 degrees. And you have a little wind chill on that. Rob's rubbed it in again, yeah. (34°C convert to Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's 93 degrees. So Rob and Peter have about the same temperature. But you are, yeah, you'd be south of the E crater, wouldn't you, Peter? Back in 20s for you tomorrow. For me, it's going to be 5 or so below at least. Move to, yeah. Where are we all going to move to? You never get that cold? Man, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, what's that? Oh, I saw that line for a moment. It's cracking my windshield. I've got another one ordered, just waiting to get put in. It's too cold right now, or it will be. Drive my window down for a little bit. Depends on which way the wind's going to hit me. Wow, that really rocked it. I grew up with the cold. I grew up with the heat. I'm serious, man. Wow, look at that. Hang on. Fireplace ain't busted. I can't do it. Here, listen to this guy. Hit the rockin', man. You know what, Peter? Fence posts for cattle run roughly 5 feet. I've walked on top of the snow, on top of it, when the top of the fence post sticking up out of the snow wasn't as tall as a soda can. I'm assuming your soda cans are the same size. And I sunk in one time, and I sunk down, and I turned my head back just out of reflex, and what happened was the guy delivering the fuel oil for the furnace for the shop. Yeah, a kite would take off easy today. It's too windy for a kite. He came back because he got his truck stuck, and it was on another road. Anyway, so the point is, he pulled me up out of that snow, dug me out. He said, "Man, it's a good thing your old man is convincing you would have died here." I never forgot that, man. I cried when he died. He got that breathing in too many leaded gas fumes from deliveries that killed him. I think I was 11 or 12 when he died. When I sunk in, I was probably 8. I only had to walk a mile. What is that, a kilometer and a half? I don't know. To catch the bus and take 20 minutes to get to school, maybe probably more like 35. And then on the way back home is almost an hour and a half bus ride, opposite end of the loop. And I had to walk a mile to get back to the house. And of course, you know, it was uphill snow and 100 degrees each way, right? No, but seriously, didn't matter the weather. So that's how I put up with the coldness. It's just growing up with it. Then we got a snowmobile, and that was a lot of fun. .6 kilometers. And when I say walk that, I'd run it, because there's a TV show I wanted to watch as much as I could in the mornings, carrying my books, and sometime my lunch. And there's TV show I want to watch in the evenings, afternoons. I get on that bus about 6:30 in the morning, and I wouldn't get home till I don't know, 4:45 or later. That's a long time for a kid. Of course, I got home later after I started driving to school, but that's because I was having fun and working. Hey, see that little nipple there on the cloud? That is odd. That is real odd. There it is. Man, she's going now. Okay, folks, it's been fun, been real. I got prepped for my evening one I put up. But I'm going to see if I can find out if a tornado touched down and see if I can get over there before it gets dark. If not, in an hour and a half, I'll be putting up a really cool vehicle. I don't know what it's going to be right now. I got a few to choose from. Probably not a Holden though. We don't have many of them here. Okay, well, I'll say bye to Cindy and Rob. I think they're gone. I'll say bye to Victor and all. Everybody else is gone. I think I'll say bye to Peter. You too, thank you. It's just part of life. Tornadoes. Yeah. Anyway. I'll let you know if anything interesting happens. We'll put it up on video. Otherwise, check it out tonight. The cars. Nighttime here. An hour and a half. So long, farewell, time to hit